A cloud provider that offers a ready-made development environment benefits from a composable infrastructure just like end users do. Which service model best fits this description? Correct answer, PaaS. Explanation: Platform as a service allows developers and service providers to create, test, and deploy applications without managing the underlying infrastructure. Both benefit from composable, reusable systems. Why others are incorrect: IaaS refers to analytics services, not app development platforms. CaaS manages containers, not complete application environments. SaaS focuses on end-user applications, not development environments. Which type of service provider avoids offering custom or non-standard hardware configurations to maintain scalability and uniformity? Correct answer, IaaS. Explanation: Infrastructure as a service providers like AWS EC2 rely on standardized machine instances for automation, scaling, and easy management. Why others are incorrect: PaaS operates on pre-configured environments, not hardware instances. CaaS focuses on container orchestration, not VM hardware. SaaS delivers software, not hardware or infrastructure resources. A reseller wants to offer customized modules within a software product to meet client needs. Which cloud model supports this? Correct answer, SaaS. Explanation: Software as a service allows resellers or end users to modify configurations or modules like reports, dashboards, or branding. Why others are incorrect: PaaS used to build apps, not distribute them. IaaS deals with infrastructure, not end-user software. IaaS focused on analytics, not software customization. In a typical cloud computing architecture, which layer acts as the interface for the end user? Correct answer, client. Explanation: The client layer interacts directly with the cloud backend, providing the user interface. Why others are incorrect: Cloud, it hosts the backend resources. Network, only enables connectivity, not user interaction. Middleware, supports communication between front-end and backend but isn't a user interface. Which cloud service model primarily relies on virtual machines to provide compute resources to users? Correct answer, IaaS. Explanation: Infrastructure as a service delivers compute, storage, and networking resources using virtual machine technology. Why others are incorrect: IaaS deals with analytics. PaaS provides tools for development, not virtual machines. SaaS focuses on applications delivered to end users. The component responsible for managing multiple virtual machines on a host system is known as a correct answer, VMM. Explanation: A virtual machine monitor, or hypervisor, manages resource allocation among multiple virtual machines. Why others are incorrect: VMAX/VGM, not valid terms. VirtualBox is a product, not a component type. Which virtualization software, owned by Oracle, enables multiple operating systems to run on a single host? Correct answer, VirtualBox. Explanation: Oracle VirtualBox is a popular open-source virtualization platform that runs multiple IaaS simultaneously on one machine. Why others are incorrect: vMachines, not a real product. VMware, owned by Broadcom, not Oracle. Parallels, focuses on Mac OS virtualization, not Oracle related. Which service model offers a managed environment for developing and deploying applications without handling infrastructure directly? Correct answer, Platform as a Service. Explanation: PaaS provides runtime environments, frameworks, and tools for developers to build and deploy apps without managing hardware or OS layers. Why others are incorrect: IaaS involves managing servers and OS. SaaS offers complete apps, not dev environments. IaaS focuses on analytics, not app development. Which cloud model provides virtualized hardware resources such as compute, storage, and networking? Correct answer, IaaS. Explanation: IaaS virtualizes the underlying infrastructure like servers and storage and delivers them as on-demand cloud resources. Why others are incorrect: PaaS provides development platforms. CaaS focuses on containers, not hardware. SaaS provides finished applications. In an IaaS setup, what is the primary unit that represents the operations or workloads running on a virtualized client? Correct answer, workload. Explanation: a workload is the fundamental unit representing a process, application, or job running within a virtual machine or container in an IaaS deployment. Why others are incorrect: workspace represents a user environment, not an operational unit. Task/job refer to smaller process steps, not complete system workloads. Which of the following is a prime example of an infrastructure as a service provider? Correct answer, AWS. Explanation: Amazon Web Services provides infrastructure-level services such as compute, storage, and networking, making it a classic example of IaaS. Why others are incorrect: Cloudera specializes in big data and analytics, not IaaS. Azure offers multiple service models, not exclusively IaaS. Oracle SaaS refers to software-based services, not infrastructure. In cloud computing, a collection of users grouped together within an instance is referred to as a. Correct answer, pod. Explanation: a pod is the smallest deployable unit that can run in a cloud infrastructure and can contain one or more containers or users grouped logically. Why others are incorrect: cluster refers to a collection of nodes, not user groups. Superuser, a privileged system user, not a group. Instance group refers to grouped virtual machines, not users. Pods are grouped into resource pools in an IaaS setup, typically known as which type of zone? Correct answer, availability zone. Explanation: an availability zone represents an isolated data center region providing redundancy and high availability for workloads within cloud environments. Why others are incorrect: failover zone, not a standard term. Network zone refers to security segmentation, not availability. Private zone usually means restricted DNS or network areas. Which cloud offering provides tools and environments to deploy applications built on another vendor's infrastructure? Correct answer, PaaS. Explanation: PaaS gives developers a managed platform to build and deploy apps on top of another vendor's infrastructure like AWS Elastic Beanstalk or Google App Engine. Why others are incorrect: IaaS provides basic infrastructure, not development tools. SaaS offers ready-to-use applications, not development environments. CaaS manages containers, not entire app development stacks. Which service model is most commonly associated with vendor lock-in due to its dependence on proprietary APIs or tools? Correct answer, PaaS. Explanation: PaaS often ties applications to a specific vendor's environment like Google App Engine or Azure App Service, making migration difficult. A classic example of vendor lock-in. Why others are incorrect: IaaS offers standard infrastructure, lock-in is minimal. CaaS based on containers, which are portable. SaaS lock-in exists but affects users, not developers. Which service model offers the highest level of abstraction and least control to the user? Correct answer, SaaS. Explanation: software as a service is the most refined and restrictive model where everything hardware, software, and updates is fully managed by the vendor. Why others are incorrect: IaaS provides infrastructure control. PaaS allows app deployment flexibility. CaaS manages container orchestration but not full software stacks. Which service model provides virtual machines, storage, and other hardware-level resources? Correct answer, IaaS. Explanation: infrastructure as a service delivers virtualized hardware components like servers and storage on demand. Why others are incorrect: SaaS provides complete software. PaaS provides a development framework. IaaS refers to analytics, not infrastructure. Which cloud service model is considered the most complete for end users? Correct answer, SaaS. Explanation: SaaS is the most complete model. It delivers the full application, ready for end user consumption, without needing development or infrastructure management. Why others are incorrect: IaaS/PaaS require user setup or development. CaaS only handles containers. A hosted cloud-based application that serves as the counterpart of a traditional desktop program belongs to which model? Correct answer, software as a service. Explanation: SaaS replaces locally installed desktop software with browser-based applications hosted in the cloud. Why others are incorrect: PaaS provides a platform for developing apps, not for end users. IaaS focused on analytics, not general-purpose applications. Compliance as a service ensures regulatory adherence, not software delivery. Which service model offers a development environment built upon an existing cloud infrastructure? Correct answer, platform as a service. Explanation: PaaS sits on top of IaaS and provides frameworks, runtime environments, and tools for developers to create cloud applications. Why others are incorrect. SaaS offers ready-to-use software, not a development platform. IaaS provides analytics, not app development tools. IaaS delivers infrastructure but lacks built-in development environments. SaaS applications typically support shared usage among multiple customers through which model? Correct answer, multi-tenancy. Explanation: multi-tenancy enables a single application instance to serve multiple customers securely with shared resources. Why others are incorrect. Single tenancy, each user has isolated resources. Multi-instance, separate deployments, not shared. Parallel tenancy, not a standard term. When SaaS solutions are built using open source software, they are called. Correct answer, open SaaS. Explanation: open SaaS combines open source software principles with cloud-hosted SaaS delivery, promoting flexibility and transparency. Why others are incorrect. Closed SaaS refers to proprietary systems with restricted access to code. Free SaaS may refer to pricing, not openness of source code. Licensed SaaS involves paid usage rights, doesn't imply open source access. The modular nature of SaaS applications allows many platforms to offer which feature that combines multiple services. Correct answer, mashups. Explanation: mashups combine data or functionality from multiple services into one integrated interface common in SaaS solutions. Why others are incorrect. Workloads refers to computational tasks or jobs, not feature integration. Connectors enable data flow between systems but don't create new integrated outputs. Plugins extend a single app's functionality but don't combine multiple external services. Which of the following represents one of the most costly and technically challenging aspects of network computing? Correct answer, fault tolerance. Explanation: fault tolerance ensures systems continue operating even during failures, requiring redundant hardware and complex architecture, hence costly and complex. Why others are incorrect. Multi-factor authentication improves security but is easy to implement. Identity protection, important for security, not a major network cost factor. Encryption adds processing overhead but is straightforward and inexpensive relative to fault tolerance. Which cloud service type can act as an intermediary layer between data sources and users, often performing analytics? Correct answer, IaaS. Explanation: analytics as a service often operates between users and data sources, processing and interpreting data like a man in the middle for insights. Why others are incorrect. IaaS provides raw infrastructure, not analytical capabilities. SaaS offers end-user applications, not data analytics tools specifically. CaaS manages containerized workloads, not data insights.